So we're going to talk about the 5 rookie mistakes that home buyers make. It doesn't have to be first-time home buyers. You could be buying a home for a second, third, fourth time. But here are the 5 mistakes that we've seen. What's the first one, Keith?
The first one is underestimating the costs. So underestimating the cost in the transaction. And so you never want to be in a place where you're buying one of the largest investments that you've made, and you got cost overrun, right? And so there really shouldn't be that in a purchase transaction. It should be pretty set. Like, you should know when getting into contract exactly what a payment's going to be and what the cash to close is going to be before the seller accepts your offer. Like, you need to know that. A lot of home buyers think that you still have to have a 20% down payment, which is not true. You can do 3%, 3.5%. There's some down payment assistance, but I still think that they're just not budgeting enough for the overall home buying experience. There's things like, which we're going to talk about, inspections. They need to set aside about an extra $1,000 just on some of the inspections. And you talked about that last week.
Yeah, well said. Yeah, thanks for that. I think if I were to say 1A, it would be underestimating the payment or underestimating the possible cost. What happens a lot of times is someone contacts me and they just randomly, like, we've talked about buying and getting pre-approved and everything, but they just randomly send me a home from Zillow and they say, this is my dream home, I want this home. And I say, okay, well, we got to make sure to get you pre-qualified. And they're like, no, I already know how much my payment's going to be. And they've done some kind of online calculator that gives them an idea. Now, that is a great place to start. But then you have, each home has its own specific taxes. Some homes have HOA. Some homes have Mello-Roos, which is an extra tax that's assessed. So it's added to the property taxes. So there are other costs associated and that's why you need a professional, a lender that can help you figure out the costs. And so something that we do when we help our buyers get into contract, when we write an offer, we make sure that we have Keith and his team put together an actual cost analysis to say, okay, here's how much your payment, here's how much the taxes are. You'll get the taxes for that specific house. I think that's really important to note, because a lot of people that say, hey, I'm good at $2,200, but when it's said and done, it might be $2,300, $2,400. So we want to be as close to that number as possible so that you guys can be, empowered to make the right decision on the home, the home that you're going to purchase, at the right price.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.